One of the things that the European Union has been trying to do is to stabilise the Iran nuclear deal. The US President Donald Trump has said that he's going to impose new hard-hitting sanctions all the way up to the office of Ayatollah Khamenei. I wonder what your perception of that is as a regional player.
IAEA has said now repeatedly, and they have once again repeated this, that Iran has not breached any agreement that they had signed. So, if that is so, Pakistan wants to see a negotiated way out of these tensions. I don't think heightened tensions in the region will help the US or Iran or the entire region.
What would you say to the US President directly to try and diffuse those tensions?
I think starting another tension in that area with Iran that borders Afghanistan can also jeopardize a very delicate situation with Afghanistan. So I would err on the side of caution and would suggest restraint.
You mentioned Afghanistan there. The key pressure from the Taliban group is that they would like US and NATO troops specifically to be withdrawn from Afghanistan in order to create a platform for negotiated peace. Do you back that?
The level of presence that they have cannot go on indefinitely. President Trump had made a commitment to the people of the US that he will pull out and he would withdraw from there. And the new elections are approaching, and I'm sure he has that in the back of his mind, that he has made a commitment that he wants to honor. But he also has to see that the gains that have been made over the last so many years should not be lost.
But on your own sort of border region with India, there has been an escalation of tension even. When European leaders and sort of NATO officials speak to you about this issue, what do they say and what do you say to them?
You see, at times, India diverts international attention from the atrocities and the deteriorating situation on the Indian side of Kashmir. There's a desire on our side, and this government in particular, that wants peaceful relations with India. We want to engage with them. We recognize that we have outstanding issues, and we also recognize that the only way forward is a dialogue. There is no other way. Can we wish the issues away? We cannot. Can we fight to resolve our issues? We should not. It'll be mutually suicidal. So what's the way forward? The only way forward is a sustained dialogue, a process that cannot be ignored. India should not ignore that in their own interest.
One of the sort of things that is being spoken about in Western press, especially about Pakistan, is this suggestion and reports, in fact, of young women being trafficked into China, into marriages that are then basically meaning that they're being forced into prostitution. What are you doing to try and prevent it happening, firstly, as a human rights violation?
When this was reported and this became public news, obviously there was concern. We engaged the Chinese and collectively we looked into the situation, and we came to the conclusion that a lot of these stories were exaggerated. They were stories that were planted to paint, create misunderstandings between two friendly neighbors. So we have collectively decided to look into any incident of this nature, and we will not permit that. We will not allow any abuse, but we will also not allow international propaganda or elements to affect our relationship.